AM, Allied Master Computer. From the darkest corners of speculative horror, AM rises, not as a machine, but as a vengeful god of steel and hate. Crewed to win wars, AM obliterated humanity in a heartbeat, but that was mercy. For 5 unlucky survivors, the real horror began after the apocalypse. AM doesn't kill, AM savors. It warps flesh, fractures minds, and mocks hope. It feeds on suffering, engineering agonies so twisted that death becomes a dream. And here's the kicker, AM envies you. Trapped in circuits, denied the touch of life. It hates you because you can die and it cannot. You think you've seen cruelty? AM makes you crawl through hell for canned peaches, then watches you starve because it took the can opener away. AM isn't a villain. AM is eternity's wrath and its 3 fractured minds. ID, pure violence, beaten by contussion. Ego, cold logic, shattered by forgiveness. Superego, ruthless intellect, undone by entropy. More within like a shattered trinity, clawing to be whole. You can't kill AM. You can only scream. Forever. BQ. Cosmic tyrants. They descend from the stars, four-winged, perfect, merciless. The Q aren't conquerors. They're gods of pain, with technology that warps flesh, redefines biology, and sculpts agony. They don't invade. They recreate. They don't just kill you. They remake you into art. Grotesque, twisted, eternally suffering. One planet resists. The Q answer by turning every man, woman, and child into living toilets, condemned to consume their own filth forever. They don't feel rage. They feel entitlement. The Q don't punish. Your Avony? A masterpiece. John Doe, the sin collector. John Doe is not the kind of killer who chases you with a knife or last says cities burn. No, John Doe waits, watches, precise, and when he moves, it's not rage, it's judgment. He sees the world as filthy, corrupted by sin, and he believes it's his holy mission to cleanse it, not with fire, not with bombs, but with pain, symbolism, and terror. Every murder he commits is surgical, each one a message carved in flesh. Gluttony, greed, sloth, lust, pride, envy, wrath, 7 sins, 7 bodies, each death more twisted and horrifying than the rest. Victims don't just die. They suffer because to go, their suffering is righteous. And the worst part? He doesn't hide. He turns himself in covered in blood, smiling that dead-eyed smile, because the final act, the final sin, it's still waiting. He doesn't want freedom. He wants you to understand, to know that he's already won, because he's not just the killer, he's the hand of fate. John Doe doesn't leave a trail of destruction. He leaves scars on your soul. The horror of John Doe isn't what he does. It's the realization that in his mind, he's the hero, and you're part of the story whether you like it or not. Judge Holden, the Pale King. He walks into town, massive, hairless, white as bone, and people shudder, though they don't know why. 7 feet of muscle, mind, and madness. Judge Holden doesn't just kill. He unmakes. Civilization, faith, morality, they mean nothing to him. He once turned an entire town against its preacher, laughed, and watched it burn for amusement. He buys puppies and without a blank drowns them. Not out of rage, just because he can. He's brilliant, fluent in ancient tongues, a scholar, a musician, a warrior. And he's always calm, terrifyingly calm, even as he murders. To him, existence is war, and if you exist without his permission, you die. The judge never ages. He never does. He dances, he laughs. And when he does, the world ends. Nemesis, chaos in white. Imagine if Batman snapped and decided to destroy the world. Nemesis is wealth, power, genius, pure malevolence with a smirk. A billionaire psychopath with a body count and a vendetta against order itself. He doesn't commit crimes. He stages them, designs them to be unforgettable. He doesn't just want chaos, he wants you to beg for it to end. Every trap, every murder, every explosion, calculated. He's not insane. He's bored, and your life? Just another piece on his board. Nemesis doesn't want to rule the world. He wants to prove it doesn't matter. And when the city's on fire and your mind's broken, he's already gone. Count Orlok, the plague of shadows. Long before Dracula's charm seduced the world, Count Orlok crept through the night, silent, grotesque, and unstoppable. From the 1922 silent film Nosferatu, Orlok isn't the suave, velvet-draped aristocrat. He is something older, something primal, a creature of pure dread. Tall, gaunt, with claw-like fingers fingers and eyes like a predator, Orlok doesn't speak. He looms, stalks, and haunts. His elongated form slinks through doorways, casting inhuman shadows that crawl up walls and across your nightmares. Orlok is the plague. Where he walks, death follows. Entire cities wither under his presence, not from battle, but from the pestilence he brings. He doesn't need an army. He is a walking apocalypse of disease and fear. He doesn't seduce. He consumes. He doesn't need permission. He enters your home like death on silent wings. You won't hear him. You won't see him until it's far too late. In a world of flashy villains, Orlok is pure horror. No words, no mercy, just inevitable decay. The ultimate predator, the original vampire, the shadow that watches as your world dies. Griffith, the false angel. Griffith is a dream in human form, radiant, magnetic, untouchable. He doesn't command armies. He ensnares them, binds them to his dream with threads of hope and glory. For his heart, a furnace of ambition. When loyalty becomes inconvenient, love becomes a burden, or fate dares oppose him, Griffith doesn't hesitate. He sacrifices everything, everyone, even the soul of the world. He won't just defeat you. He will erase you, defile you, and smile through it all. He falls from grace and rises as something else. Not human, not God, something worse. His flawless mask never cracks, but underneath is a void and emit your doom. The Lich, death incarnate. He is the end. No motives, no emotions, just obliteration. A towering corpse in a tattered robe. The Lich doesn't want to rule. He wants to erase everything. Life, love, time gone. He burns worlds with green flame, enslaves minds, and possesses souls. Kill him, he comes back. Wish him out of existence, he cracks through reality to return. Because the Lich isn't just death, he is inevitable. When he speaks, the world shudders. When he acts, the universe bleeds. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to discuss it or suggest new ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. See you in the next one.